This article specifies the methodology for calculating profit elasticity with the application of the break-even point. It is argued the need to determine break-even point in agricultural enterprises based on the minimum productivity of agricultural crops, because this indicator depends on the enterprise's own effort, while the selling price of products and the unit costs largely change depending on the market consumption and prices of purchase of material resources. Based on this, we consider that the break-even point for agricultural enterprises should be determined according to the minimum yield expressed in natural units. Along with the minimum productivity, we consider it appropriate to determine critical productivity, optimal productivity, and maximum productivity. Our investigations carried out on the basis of data from agricultural enterprises show us that the minimum rate of return on crop production to ensure simple food production is between 90 and 23%. Determining maximum productivity requires parallel to the division of costs into variables and constants. The calculation of unit cost, profit per unit of product and per hectare. Depending on this, the cost per unit of product will be presented as following. In such an approach, the profit per quintal product and in the calculation per hectare will be calculated according to the formula 2 and 3. The change in the profit per hectare and the influence of productivity growth and unit cost reduction is traditionally determined using the formula 4 and 5. Our investigations have shown that in order to ensure extended reproduction, in agriculture, profit growth and the influence of productivity growth must exceed or be equal to profit growth and the influence of unit cost reduction. In the following formula, replacing unit cost by components, and this expression after performing the respective transformation, we obtain the formula for calculating the maximum productivity. The results of calculations according to this methodology are presented in table 1 and 2. The calculations made in table 1 allow us to ascertain that the effective productivity during the analyzed period exceeded the break-even point. At the same time, as optimal level of productivity has not been achieved. Data presented in table 1, it results that enterprise can recover all production costs and obtain profit, which means that the economical and financial situation as the entity is quite comfortable. Analyzing the positioning of agricultural enterprises in relation to break-even point in the product profile, we noticed that the further the actual productivity is from the minimum, the higher the profit in the calculation per hectare and per quintal of product. This law is also observed for corn and sunflower. And the results of the calculations show that if actual productivity is below the break-even point, this means that the entity cannot recover its costs and consequently suffers losses. And moreover, our investigations reveal that as the actual yields are removed from the break-even point, the profit increase and also profit per unit of product. The results suggesting the existence of the link between the coefficient exceeding the break-even point and the profit at a product unit can be viewed in the figure 1 and 2. We note a considerable increase in profit to one window of product depending on the increase in the coefficient of exceeding the break-even point. The presence of the direct link between the increase in the coefficient of exceeding the break-even point and the change in the profit per unit of product is also confirmed by the calculations made on sunflower seeds. It is known that the profit per unit of product expresses the difference between the selling price and unit costs. From the experience of many agricultural enterprises, it has been demonstrated that it is only on account of improving the quality of cultivation and harvesting without additional costs that it is possible to increase productivity and profit respectively. And in formula, following formula and the information of the selected totality in the period 2008-2020, we will determine the change of the profit to 1 quintal of corn depending on the increase of productivity, as we see in the figure 3. We consider it appropriate to delimit 3 areas of profit elasticity. We find that the highest profit increase is obtained under the conditions of low corn productivity, namely up to 20 quintals per hectare. This area is considered high elasticity. The second area includes productivity from 20 to 40 quintals. And the third area reduced elasticity with productivity from 40 to 60 quintals. Our research carried out during 2015-2017 confirmed the results made above. And based on the data of 47 agricultural enterprises from the central region of the Republic of Moldova, we determined the cost of wheat per quintal. The increase of productivity from 34.05 to 35.50 quintals leads to decrease of the unit costs by 1.82. The profit in the calculation per hectare during the base period and after the increase in productivity have shown the increase of profit by 160.89 on account of productivity. A gross profit increase per hectare amounted to 53.02. At the same time, the reduction of unit cost conditions, the increase of the profit per hectare with 63.87. In our opinion, the greater share of the complementary effect in the increase of profit is due to the fact that the increase in productivity exerts a double influence because on the one hand, the increase in productivity contributes to the production of the unit cost, and on the other hand, to the increase of the profit.